You know what it is. Hello, good people. Welcome to this beautiful Thursday of the Nordic League, second day of this week, where we are going to be watching, and apologies in advance, Nyyrikki playing against none other than Dusty Academy. Nyyrikki is currently in second place with 5 games played and 0 games lost. So, big game for Dusty. They are currently a little bit behind in 4th place with 4 games played and with 7 games played with 4 victories and 3 losses so far. Hello, thank you microphone for blocking that. And we watched Dusty play yesterday in an interesting game. It was a lot of fun to watch. Kind of felt like Dusty was trying to throw at the end. But still though, their new mid laner Pro Uno player coming in stupidly strong. And I hadn't seen it before. I looked at his OTG yesterday, I talked about it. That he had an insane amount of Zoe games played, like 222 games. And I thought like, okay, you're not gonna ban that. Well, he picked Zoe and he dominated on her. Like 12-0 or something stupid like that. One-shotting people without the stupid trouble. So, surprisingly or not, Zoe taken away in the first ban and also taken away the Yumi from Sasator. Let's look into the rest of it. 10.5. Ornn got a slight nerf. Ornn is still so very strong. And of course, it should seem like that Red side is gonna have to ban him. Until something drastic happens. Lucian picked up for the Finnish team. With Kristu, aka Talk Dog, gonna be trying out the Aphelios. Now it's just a question of what Sasator wants to play with them. Probably not gonna rush it. Sosa has a lot of stuff open. He could go for the Olaf if he wants to. Sosa is, of course, Ok, Pnish, Hash. Whatever that means. Maybe it has a secret meaning that I don't know about, but... Oh! Baiting. Okay, probably gonna be a placeholder. Yet again, Annie picked for the placeholder as Annie is probably not extremely highly contested at this point. Hopefully we'll be able to get a message of what that actually is. Or worst case, we're gonna see it in the repeat pick and ban. But we can all theorize. Maybe it's a Draven jungle, who knows? Now Tarek being locked in. Okay, I like it. Support Tarek pretty strong. Probably not gonna be a funnel comp, but you know what? We'll see. Solo queue special, Tarek Master Yi. Trying to boost Nyyrikki up the ladder. But 5-0, they're doing pretty good. Now Leeson picked for Jonsoni. So look at this OpenGG. He's played an absurd amount of release games. Like his next most played champion this season is Leeson with 41 games, and then 128 on the Spiders. So no surprise that he's taken away. And looking at the rest of it, it's not something like absurd standing out. There's the only one that's looking like super strong. Now GP being picked for Nipla in the top lane, banning out the Darius. Looking at Voluxa, he does play a lot of Darius, does play a lot of Mordekaiser and Ornn, so maybe the Mordekaiser is gonna be the next ban. Like, I feel like if you're gonna ban away the Mordekaiser, no, if you're gonna ban away the Darius and you already picked the top, it's probably gonna be the Mordekaiser ban too, unless they feel equipped to deal with it. As now Sosa has more jungle stripped away. So curious to find out what Annie is. Probably a bot lane of some sort. Leona? No. Well, he should have Leona and Nautilus. So we'll see. But does be the Diana in the end, and now final land being thought about for who could Annie be? He should own Olaf. Because he is the jungler. Maybe it's a mid laner of some sorts. Yes, of course I can. Thank you. Yeah, that seems like it should be good. Okay. Now Olaf finally being picked up in the second pick for Sosa. He's a strong golf player. He usually comes out looking kind of strong. There we go. That should be good. I'm not gonna test the auto mixer again. And I'll just thinking about what we're gonna see for the. So Lucian, who kind of surprised me if that's actually Lucian bot. Could be flexed to both top and mid. So this could potentially be a top laner and so okay. I saw a post on Reddit today about Kalista top lane being played. So something like you don't put a point into W because it's useless when you're solo, and you pick someone like the jungler or carrier or something to ultimate, and that's actually a kind of interesting idea of being able to Black Spear the ADC. So that's functionally Tahm Kench thing. So you use the Black Spear on the bot lane, and if he's in danger, you just ultimate, drag him to you. Now he's safe, he can go away. Probably not gonna be it though, but I mean, if they're gonna go for it with Lucian, Tari bot lane, and Kalista top, I'm all over it. I like it. And now we're on being covered for Pro Uno player. Sadly, not gonna be seeing the Zoe today. And he only has 19 games on the Orianna, with almost all of his stuff banned away so far. There we go. So, we're going to be jumping back into the champ select. I'm going to stand up for a bit because we have a visitor. And let's try to find out what the Annie is. I'll leave it to you to think about the picks and bans. Take it away, Twitch chat. That's going great. Okay. We're talking about the future of esports in Iceland with one of the main people. That's why I'm AFK for a little bit. But something not going right for the Dusty Boys seems like. Should be back in the Champions League in just a little bit. Until then, theorize, strategize, read about Callisto Top. So I'm gonna put the link. Let me see. Oh, yeah, no, I saw it on Twitter. Who was it? So it's the same thing with Soraka Top. I saw it on Twitter or something originally and I thought, oh my god, is this gonna happen? Is this gonna be a thing? Oh. And then like a day later it was everywhere. Everybody playing Soraka Top. There we go. One more time. Hopefully the final time. I'm gonna go away again. Be right back. The future of esports is bright. Or so we would like to think. We are now loading into the game. It does not seem to be the Kalista top. I am so sad. Still though, Kalista being picked 2020. Interesting. Emphasis on the int, potentially. But I'm just waiting for the thumbs up from my good man Vladdy, who is manning the spectator camera. Let's pause the music. Let's get ready to get into the game. And wait for those champions to load in. I haven't given the thumbs up. That means we are good to go. There we go now. This is Group B with the Finnish team Nyyrikki on the blue side with Dusty Academy on the red side. And Nyyrikki, as I mentioned earlier, are currently 5-0 in the Group B, so Dusty looking to bring them a little flavor of failure. And I already like Nyyrikki as they are looking for the inmate on the top lane, may catch out Nipla. Hopefully he's awake and ready. But let's see, with simply walking first into the brush. Nipla running away, yeah, the last possible second, well done. Should stay alive. So we didn't talk anything about the champion select. Ooh, access almost landing, not quite good enough though.
Minions have spawned.
And this should be good. Aphelios Braum in the bottom lane for Dusty on the Christut and Sarsador against Azetor and Selfway on the Kalista Taric. Throwing Taric into the enemy team seems like a good fun thing to do. Now, in terms of being pinged, they do know about this, but Selfway is going to eat the stun. So tanky though on the Taric, forced to throw away the flash though, which is a pretty big pickup this early in the game. Not having the flash on the bottom lane is potentially a death sentence. Especially when there's an Olaf in the jungle potentially looking to come and say hello. I do always like seeing Sosa play. Sosa is on the Olaf. Sosa is a phenomenal jungler, or at least that's what I feel like. I'm completely unbiased, of course. I just like seeing these teams play. But these are some of the people who've been seeing playing in the Icelandic League. Sosa especially, who came in super strong at day one in the first Icelandic Pro Division. And he'll always have a spot in my heart. And also, all eyes on the mid lane as Prona player came in looking absurdly strong yesterday, playing as the Zoe. Now on the Orianna, not maybe the champion has been playing the most in Season 10. But let's have a look. What did he play in Season 9, though? Basically the exact same things. Okay, interesting. So he said LeBlanc Syndra. So maybe Orianna isn't his most played champion unless he's hiding a account somewhere. Could be. But you don't get to Grandmaster play mid lane unless you have a pretty good idea of what champions do. You know, Sosa doing what Sosa does best, going into the enemy jungle, picking stuff up, while Nipla is burning away in the top lane. Both top laners taking actually super low. And looking for a potential dive here onto Nipla. Don't quite have the minion wave ready for it though. But Nipla is so low. Prona player could teleport in if he needs to, but he's stuck in the turret with those minions. And basically no help to be had. Nicely done by Nipla though. Spotting that out. And just lacking a few more minions to pull off the dive. Not gonna matter all that much though. I simply managed to push out the wave nicely and comes back in time to pick up the next one. So mobility boots did end up getting a cost increase by 100 gold, I think. So that's almost a wave. Longer that you have to stay if you're looking to roam. Now Pro on the player looking for something on Simply. Tanking so low though. Is that the thing you wanna do when the other guy has Ignite? Question mark? Okay, not quite the story yet in the last game, but now Sosa coming into the top lane looking for a gank on Voluxa, but Nipla is down to half health already. Gets a slow from the barrel though. Nipla going in, now flashing out. Voluxa flashing back, trying to get the kill on Nipla. Nipla so low, but Sosa should be able to pick this up, bringing the kill count to 1-1, evening it out. And now simply down to half health. That's the downside of running it in the mid lane. They do not have the teleport, but has pushed the wave in. So should be able to recall and be back in time. Let me just pull up the essay that is Aphelios, just so I try to remember what the guns are called. Calibrum, Severum, Gravitum, Infernum, Crescendum, of course. We touched on yesterday in the FV game, I do believe, that Aphelios did get a nerf, so his ultimate... Well, yes, Aphelios got a nerf, and he got a nerf, and he got a nerf for like 3 or 4 straight patches. A little bit stupid. But now, at least as you can see what the other gun is that he's holding. The range of his ultimate went down by 300, I do believe. Along with other numerous fixes, like he can't bullshit you with the cannon from a mile away, or like from his base. So, a little bit more fair, so spending a lot of time now in the top lane. Is ahead by a... Oh, this is rough. Slowly waiting. Patient, endless pacing, eating all the column though. So looks actually doing so much damage against them. Now simply coming over the wall, looking for the kill on Olaf. Does have the flash he wants to. Woo! Easy snipe. And Nipla leading the Orc to stay alive, but whoopsie. Patience is not always a virtue, as Olaf does fall. And he's picked up the Bama Cinder. Probably won't try that again. A little bit unfortunate that Volux dings level 6 off that mini wave while they're waiting. Or, you know, a little bit fortunate for him. And things could be a little bit rough now for Nipla in the top lane, as Tarek is stunned and is burning, has to flash away. Chris is actually flashing in to pick up the kill as well. Now, as they're in trouble, he doesn't have the Sumi jumping around, and both of them fall down in the end. At least Azatur comes out without having to blow his flash. So he... Wait a minute! Oh no, disaster. The Ignite actually took down Christed. So Christed does come out ahead with 2 of his kills against none for the Kalista, only the assist, with Olaf also picking up the first dragon. Infernal Drake gonna be the next one. So, slight exchange of mishaps this early in the game. Score almost dead even. I'm gonna be a little bit worried about simply having 2 kills so far, doing so much damage to Proner player. Without even landing the mimicked chains. I see it's difference in the top lane, along with the massive CS difference in the bottom lane. And jungler's gonna be meeting up in the top lane. Look top. As the herald does fall to Jonsoni. But the CS differences from Dusty being negated by the kills onto Simply, who has picked up the last chapter, should be going for the boots. Okay, there. Oh, no. No mobility boots, no need. Just go for the blasting wand and the dark seal. Pew, 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 he says. He wants to pick up more kills. He is running the Ignite, of course, into the Electrocute. So now he is gonna be bursting stuff. With last chapter being picked up by Proner player as well. Not the most explosive of games from Sosa so far. And, well, it's a little unfair to compare it to other games where I've seen him play, where he just is like 5-0 at this point. Still, healthy CS lead compared to Jonsoni. He's probably happy to have traded the Dragon for the Herald, as most of the plays are still up, so getting the first turret with the Herald is gonna be a little bit tricky. Nipla, of course, Galaxy Brain picking a melee champion in the top lane because of the turret changes to the turret blades, so ranged champion actually have a harder time dealing with the turret blades compared to the melee ones. And they are back to giving 160 gold per plate. Not bad, 800 gold in total. So we may be seeing teams prioritizing the early actions around the turrets, trying to get the plates down. They kind of fell into like, it's good to pick it up, of course, but for 130 gold, yeah, like, meh. Well, yeah, he won't get to the plates. Of course, he's playing against Lucian, but still, Galaxy Brain. But now, simply looking yet again for the potential dive onto Nipla. He doesn't know about this. I think he should spot up now. Now Herald has been popped. Oh, cannon barrage thrown to try to break the wave. They're going in and he flashes away. He's burning. He's falling down as Simply picks up the kill. With Prono player coming in to try and get the kill onto Simply. Simply flashes away, but not good enough. And the shutdown goes over to Prono player. But Herald should fall down. Only 3 plays going over to, well, looks Jonsoni. And now Sosa coming in for the flank, but Prono player not in a position to do anything. As Kristin actually falls down on the bottom lane. With Asher picking up a shutdown off his own. The team's trading shutdowns across the map. And a nice little plate falling over to Asher and Selfway. And actually, ooh, Asher goes golden. Couldn't he have... Oh, wait. Asher? Asher starts taking the turret. Takes a few turret shots. Asher managed to stay alive thanks to going golden. Could he have potentially baited that by not, like, using out, like, getting stunned and then immediately using it? Could he stay alive? Maybe a little bit too risky. At least he comes out of it looking none the worse for the wear. With Nipla going into the mid lane just for a quick hello. But now almost 30 CS behind. Well, looks on the Lucian. Things could be looking a little bit rough. Now, not much remains of this mid lane, top lane turret. Wow, I'm wide awake. Now Simply's gonna fall again, potentially in mid lane. No. It was only the clone getting away safely, with both the supports coming in to help. But now Simply is so low, could only be jumping in over to try to get a snipe going off as Dragon Expert started up. Potentially a little bit risky. Nipla does have the teleport, so does Luxa. Luxa will be the first one to go to base, so if he decides to teleport in, which he is doing, Nipla is going to be late. He does have the ultimate Sosa to secure the turret. Massive stun coming out for Selfie though, as the Colin is stopped by the Unbreakable from Braum. But now Sosa should potentially fall. No, he says, jumping over the wall. As Aphelios is doing so much damage! Holy moly! Double kill going over to Ola, Prono player. Taking all the damage from Azure, not going to be enough. Now they are turning it around. Nipla still in the top lane. Almost has the cannon barrage up. But he's happy. Like, yeah, that's a cannon turret plate. Doesn't have to deal with things. His team wins it anyway. Woo! Fun life, fun stuff for Nipla. Nicely done by Sosa to secure the dragon and both of those kills. Gold still so dead even. And it's a little bit difficult to say how this game is gonna proceed going into the later stages. So a lot of the damage coming off from Nyyrikki can be blocked by Braum potentially, but the assassination potential from the flank from Jonsoni and Simply cannot be understated. And now action around the second herald. Now the team willing to give this up. This time around, Nipla is the one who should be teleporting in if his team needs him. with their second herald coming up in 5 seconds. Could mean though that they lose the turret on the bottom lane, which could be the first turret of the game as well. But the turret top lane is looking kind of weak, with Kristen instead of forced to defend it. We should see some action around the herald probably soon, as Nipla is taking a little bit too low. Rune King finished for Veluxa. Not a fun thing to do, to try to stand in the way of Lucian with play the Rune King. And Nipla just wants to get to the point of Trinity Force into all of his items, and now Sassador being stunned, being blown up. Throws to the Glacier Fisher, jumps out, trying to get out. Ooh, Ignite taken, is it gonna be enough? As Lee Sin throws out a questionable kick into the Felix ultimate, which is gonna be eaten by the, what do you call it? The Targ ulti. Targ ulti coming out, stunning Lu. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, interesting.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
I am slowly but surely waking up, which should be crucial, as this is gonna be an interesting game. Nobody actually going down except for Nipla in the bottom lane, and the first turret also being picked up by Veluxa. Nipla overstaying a little bit, it feels like, although we didn't see it. At least last time we saw him, he was down to half health already. And a lot of gold going over to Veluxa. So finally one of the teams actually pulling ahead in gold. And now it depends a little bit on how Olaf uses the Herald. But Simply is quickly and surely becoming a problem, as he is looking ridiculously strong at this point. There's just running a lot of threats in Nipla and Olaf. Oh dear, one of them is gonna go down here. Or is he though, as the Olaf is popping off? Ignite taking not gonna be enough though, as Johnson, he tries to flash in to pick up the kill. Not gonna get it though, Simply looking for it. Oh, flashes in to pick it up finally. And our Sulfate in the thick of it, gonna be stunned and blown up. Kill picked up by a Prono player. Oh, Simply making it look easy now, 5-1. But yet another 1-for-1 trade. They're pinging, trying to look for more. Dragon gonna be coming up in 40 seconds. Veluxa in the top lane, picking up yet another turret. Slowly but surely opening up the map, pulling ahead in CS, and so far ahead of Nipla at this point. Yeah, that's not a fun thing to see. 7.3k against 5.7. With Nipla sitting on a decent amount of gold, should be able to finish up the Trinity Force soon, but someone needs to do something about this guy. And at this point, is there anybody who can actually 1-in-1 him? It feels like he's just going to be doing whatever the hell he wants to, putting up all of this pressure, and suddenly all of the pressure is on Nyyrikki's side. Dragon has spawned, John Sonny actually just going for it straight away, and very little that Dusty can actually do about it. They could look for the contest, but Nipla is a little bit too far away, and this dragon is just gonna go over to Nyyrikki. Dusty should probably not try to go for this. Now Prono player in the top lane trying to stop Veluxa from taking just all of the objectives. Gold lead still not too far away, but looking a little bit grim, as Nyyrikki has all the priority. Mostly in the LeBlanc. When you face it off against the super fed LeBlanc, you need to have vision. You need to see, like, not just where you are, but or where the enemy team is. You need to light up all of these surrounding areas so you see her coming in for the flank. Because he's going to be able to jump in and just blow Kristen up, probably, at this point. He's not going to be building any magic resist anytime soon. There's a lot of AD damage coming this way. He's probably just forced to go for the traditional build. Maybe an early QSS. That honestly would not be a terrible thing for him. Just get the extra magic resist and the... what do you call it? The QSS cleanse? QSS active. The teleport coming in from Nipla. No, Prone player, sorry. Nipla on the side. Looking for the flank. Azur's down to health already. Has always summoners up. But, ooh, Simply actually going back into the face of Sarstor. Gonna get blown up. Shockwave not quite good enough, but there comes Nipla landing so much onto Simply. Olaf picking up the shutdown finally. And that's probably not gonna be much more than maybe one turn, but still though, pretty massive shutdown. Even though the gold only went over to Olaf. And that's not that's not the worst thing in the world. Like they would have wanted to get it over to Prono player or Chrisit, probably Chrisit. Still, it didn't go to Sassador or something stupid like that. Olaf is happy with it. He is getting strong slowly but surely as well, and he will be able to run into the enemy team. Him and Sassador are going to be the ones trying to set stuff up. Now Baron has been started up with Prono player on the sideline, looking to keep them from going in. Prono player doesn't have command Shockwave though. As they will pause the Baron attempt, try to bait, but they are not falling for it. And this could actually mean that Dusty loses the third turn of the game. Selfwave going in, doesn't land the stun on anybody. Galveston dragging him back. Also they're throwing out the Unbreakable to stop any shenanigans coming in. Johnson thinking about it. Shockwave comes out, Azure flashes in. No, other way around. Suddenly Nyyrikki are the ones hanging around Baron area and looking to possibly do something. Should probably just try to get some vision around it though. And maybe now Dusty goes back and reclaims the vision. The endless vision fight around Baron. Game slowing down just a little bit, as this is the crucial moment where one misstep can lead to a lost Baron and potentially a lost base. Dusty still has managed to pick up a turn, although the top turret is looking quite low. But they are kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, as no one can really deal with the illusion at this point. Nipla hasn't quite got the items for it. And Simply, of course, is simply gonna do whatever they wants to in top lane. And now second Mountain Drake gonna be coming up in 45 seconds. We should see Dusty potentially try and go for the Baron instead. Seems like they're thinking about it, but Baron's gonna take a hell of a long time to burn down. If they could get a trade-off though, that would be absolutely worth it. Like a second Mounted Dragon, nothing compared to the Baron. But they do need to see the Dragon though, and they are now moving in as 4. Trying to get some wards down, trying to get something going for themselves. Snipla seems to be going for the Essence Reaver next. Now Sosa potentially locked down. So tanky though. The Cinderhulk into the Righteous Glory, and maybe looking to turn it now. Just wants to pull the trigger and say all speed ahead. As he is now indeed doing that. Ragnarok Pop tried to throw go after Waluxa, who flashes away, but now they are falling. Already picked up the kill on Prono player, with Nipla running away. Ooh, Selfway going in, trying to lock down Sosa. Sosa does not have the Ragnarok anymore. And Sassador having to try to slow Azure down. Flashing away for the chains. Good ultimate coming up from Nipla to slow them down and keep them away, but still this should be the second dragon going over to Nyyrikki. Hopefully this is just a short pause. Someone crashed, someone's lagging, something. But we can use the opportunity to talk about what Dusty can do. They're only like 1500 gold behind, which is not the worst thing in the world, but they do need to be able to do something about the split push coming out from Warlocks and Simply. And that's gonna be a little bit rough. Nyyrikki is just dying. He cannot really one-on-one anyone. Prono player? No. Doing good on the Orianna, but just not good enough. Christed? Nope. They will not look for the 5-5. They want to get everything going with Olaf running in with the Righteous Glory into the slow from Gangplank. And the ball delivery system through the Ragnarok on Olaf. But if they get pulled into a 1-3-1 situation, that's going to be a little bit rough for them. And that seems what's going to happen as Nyyrikki is just burst down by Simply. Okay. Aphelios doesn't realize he's already dead. As Christed and Nyyrikki follow each other into Valhalla. And that should honestly probably just be a free Baron at this point. Olaf is still alive, but they can bait him into it. They can force him to come and say hello. Olaf doesn't have the flash. They should have timed it, so if they just blow up the plant, there's no way for Olaf to actually get over the... Oh, wait. Sassador is actually the one to blow out the plant. Interestingly enough. So if he's gonna go for it, if he's gonna try to get the smite going off, he's gonna have to go the long way around. The Baron is already down to health, and there's a Callista stacking her spears. He's gonna be doing an obscene amount of damage, and you can't really outsmite that. 1, 2, 3. I think her E did around 1k in damage. And if things look grim before, with Dusty not being able to deal with the split push, it's gonna be so rough now with 5 people from Nyyrikki, all with the Baron buff. And if Dusty are looking to scale, wait into the late game, they still need to do something pretty soon. The burst is there, and if they manage to land it, if they stop getting caught out by the superior movement of Nyyrikki, they are still in the game. But there's not a lot of chances left. They have excellent mission control in the top half of the jungle, but the bottom half basically belongs to Nyyrikki. And here it comes, the 1-3-1 special. With Simply coming in the bottom lane with Warloxa in the top lane. Warloxa has the teleport up, he could be joining the fight real soon. And Nyyrikki looking to try and stop him, trying to do something in the top lane against him. But he is coming in with a lot of mini waves now. Olaf is going in with the Ragnarok. Tarek ultimate coming out, keeping them safe. Bolt not doing a goddamn thing, doesn't do any damage. As Tarek goes golden, goes into Callista. And they have basically thrown everything out now. Now Sosa coming in. Not Sosa, sorry. John Sonic coming in with the kick, killing Christed. And things are looking grim. Nyyrikki coming in, Nyyrikki going out. Immediately regrets teleporting in as Warloxa still in the top lane, pushing it in. Gonna be picking up the inhibitor turret, gonna be picking up the inhibitor. And looking like Nyyrikki are just running away with the game at this point. Christed now up for 20 more seconds. And Nyyrikki are looking to take all the base of Dusty Academy. And feels like nerves are kind of getting in the way of Dusty Academy as the shockwave was, I mean, it was a good shockwave, it looked great. Except for the fact that they were all Tarek ultimated. And now I'm talking about Tarek, stun coming in, looking big. Charles I think is so low, now Nyyrikki just popping. Going off with Christy taking it on health. Shockwave coming out, actually picking up the kill onto Sitter, doesn't matter as Simply is doing so much work here. Picking up the double kill for himself, almost picking up the triple on Prona player who's forced back into the fountain. As the Nexus turrets are slowly falling down. So many minutes now, super empowered. And Dusty trying to do whatever the hell they can as he's trying to go for the insect. Gonna be good enough in the end. Prona player is taking it down, only Shadow left alive. And the Nexus is gonna fall. Yet another victory coming out for Nyyrikki, who are now 6-0 in Group B of the Nordic League.